Hello, everyone. The chapter starts with a girl talking to a boy and saying that he is very interesting and has just the right amount of craziness, and that he focuses on something without rest. The boy says he thinks she's insulting him, and she responds that it's not an insult, it's a compliment. She begins and then asks if he wants power. The boy replies that he can't refuse. She says she'll tell him another time, and then asks if he wants more magical power, to which the boy answers yes. Next, we see a waitress waking the boy up. The boy gets up, looks around, and wonders where he is. He looks in the mirror and doesn't recognize himself, then screams. A man tells him that his name is Liam and that he is the fifth son, so he should behave as he should. The waitress tells him that the Lord is in a good mood because his first daughter was born, and that he should enjoy the birth party. The following day, we are introduced to Liam's brothers. The fourth son, Bruno, who is only 13, and Liam, who is 12, will study magic, and Liam gets excited. Bruno says that only 1 out of every 100 people can learn it. Liam runs off and asks the waitress to take him to the library. Liam takes a fire magic book and performs a spell, succeeding. Liam talks to his father to get permission to use the library's books, and his father agrees. Liam studies the books day and night and improves his fire spell. A month later, Liam shows his fire spell to Bruno. Bruno doesn't believe he can do it, tries it, and fails. Bruno tells him that even being attuned to magic, it will take him a year to use it, and he's happy Liam will amount to something in life before leaving. Later, Liam leaves the library with the ice grimoires, since he learned all the basics of fire magic. His father calls him, scaring him, and asks if it's true that he can use magic. Liam shows him, and when asked if that's all he can do, Liam shows his fire magic without the grimoire, surprising his father. They are interrupted, and it seems there's a problem. Liam goes to the forest to keep training and meets a strange man, who asks him his name. Liam answers, and the man says he messed up and that Liam should do it. Liam wonders what that means, and the man says he should capture him. Liam asks why, and the man is surprised, saying that Liam is just a kid. The man then asks if Liam learns magic, and Liam says yes. The man asks if Liam wants to learn a more effective method of magic, and Liam wants to know. The man offers to teach him how to use 2 spells at the same time. Liam succeeds, surprising the man. The man asks him to try with 3 spells, and Liam manages to do it. However, the man says that even so, Liam still lacks magical power, and he will help him with that. The man shows his maximum number of spells at once, using 13, and says that if he used all his magical power, he could do 16. The man asks if Liam wants to learn more magic, to which Liam agrees. The man gives him a ring that contains more than 100 grimoires. Liam puts it on and sees more than 300 spells in his head. He tries one of wind, but Liam notices the man has disappeared. The waitress delivers a grimoire sent by his father about invocations. The waitress leaves and the man reappears. Liam asks how he did it, and the man says he just made himself invisible. He also tells Liam that the invisibility spell is in the ring, though it's very difficult to do. He says Liam doesn't have much time left and decides to teach him one last thing: how to summon magical monsters. Liam summons a fire salamander and also absorbs the ring and the spell with all its pages. Liam sees the man disappear, leaving a note on the floor telling him to keep training. Liam does so until he can use 5 spells at once. Bruno sees what he's done and says it's impressive. Bruno tells him he's going to get married, so he'll have more freedom and fewer responsibilities. He also tells Liam that his father messed up when Liam was born, by sending 1,000 soldiers against a monster and failing to defeat it, just to earn merits as a noble. Liam thanks Bruno for worrying about him, and Bruno leaves. Liam sells his coal and crystals to buy ramen. He gets the idea to start a food business, and a man tells him he can't do that because he's a noble and only Albreviate can. Liam leaves feeling sad but decides to sell outside his territory by making products and storing them with spells. Liam makes a copy of himself using an invocation spell and sends the copy to sell the products. Through the box spell, the money comes back, and Liam makes a lot of money in a short amount of time, thus ending the chapter. Chapter 2 begins with Liam training against his copy, successfully controlling fire spells. His brother Albreviate arrives and says everyone is impressed by him. Albreviate asks Liam what he wants to be in the future. Liam thinks to himself that Albreviate is the eldest son of the Hamiltons and their successor, and he wants to take his place. However, Liam tells him he'd like to be independent, and that his ideal would be to work and earn a living on his own. Albreviate smiles and says he will introduce him to the Hunters Guild. Liam is thrilled and arrives at the guild. Everyone is surprised to see a kid there and mocks him. Liam meets the guild leader, who immediately recognizes him, saying, "You must be Liam Hamilton. Albreviate told me about you." The leader says Liam will start with a test because they need to know his level to avoid sending him to his death. Liam understands, and the guild leader asks him to use his best attack spell on him. Liam explains that since he's using his copy, he doesn't have his full power but still manages to amaze the leader and everyone else by using high-level magic. The leader declares that with such power, Liam would qualify as Class B. Liam receives a badge identifying him as Class B, and a girl named Asuna approaches him. She asks him to form a team with her, saying hunting is dangerous, and he'd feel safer in a group. Liam is surprised by how energetic she is, but notes that she's cheerful and just his type. He agrees. Liam asks why she doesn't have a quest, and she explains that quests are reserved for rank A or higher. They encounter some wolves, and Liam summons gnomes that latch onto the wolves' teeth, allowing Asuna to finish them off. Everyone is astonished by their feat, and the guild leader gives them a personal quest. The duo walks and discusses their mission, which is to defeat a giant caterpillar. Liam explains that monsters have magic stones inside them, allowing them to use high-level magic techniques. Liam stops using his copy to have full strength for the mission. They grow tired, and none of Liam's spells work against the caterpillar. He comes up with an idea, to throw giant rocks at the creature. The plan works as Asuna attracts the rocks, making them hit their target more easily. They defeat 2 caterpillars, and the guild leader, impressed, quintupled their reward. Several days pass, and Liam's brother Albreviate tells him he's doing a great job. Meanwhile, we see a man who used the path where the caterpillars were. He notices the duo and decides to talk to Liam. The man asks what Liam did to Raymond. Liam, confused, says he doesn't know who that is. The man points to Liam's ring and says it belonged to Raymond. He asks if Liam killed him, but Liam says he'd never do that to his master. The man laughs, saying it's typical of Raymond to infiltrate the most dangerous places and take on a disciple. He orders his guard to step back and asks Liam to hit him with his best attack spell, wanting to gauge his strength. Liam casts his attack while reciting the names of his favorite artists, breaking the guard's barrier. The man is surprised and grants Liam the title of knight, which will allow him to be independent when he becomes an adult. The man explains that the title isn't anything special, but will at least prevent Albreviate's hostility. He then asks if Raymond played pranks on him. Liam replies that he did, once when Liam was practicing with the item box. Raymond left a note congratulating him for mastering the spell, and gifted him 100 kilos of gold dust. The man reveals that the gold was just a diversion, and that Raymond's true graduation gift is hidden nearby. That, he says, will be the real treasure. Liam returns to where he practiced, uses his item box ability to release the gold, and activates a spell that reveals a hidden passage. Inside, he finds a letter stating that this is his true treasure, a max-level grimoire. Raymond hopes Liam can use it, as he himself couldn't. The grimoire is called Another World. Liam spends hours practicing with it and manages to open a portal called Another World. It creates a space in another dimension, and the size of the space depends on the skill and power of the caster. No one can enter without the owner's permission. Upon mastering it, Liam realizes that anything stored inside won't disappear. He gets excited about the possibilities. Later, Liam and Asuna are on a mission. Liam summons salamanders but realizes they don't work. He uses Another World to create a safe space for himself and Asuna, avoiding the explosion of a giant frog. They find a magic stone and deliver it to the guild leader, who is astonished and thanks them for completing the mission. Asuna, however, feels down, thinking Liam might leave her behind. The guild leader suggests she become Liam's familiar, a pact in which the master's commands cannot be disobeyed, and the familiar's power increases based on the master's strength. Asuna agrees, and Liam accepts. Liam extends the back of his hand, and Asuna kisses it, forming the pact. Asuna unlocks a unique ability called Sprinter. Liam remarks that he needs more practice with the pact, and Asuna suggests someone she knows, JD, a veteran hunter. Asuna recommends her, and Liam proposes the pact to JD, who accepts. JD reveals she has the ability to heal wounds through her cooking. The guild leader calls it a miracle. Later, Liam is seen talking to the man, who mentions that Princess Scarlet is coming. Liam asks why, and the man explains it's because she wants to meet him, a magic prodigy, and see his familiars specifically. Liam refuses, saying his familiars are his companions, not tools. The man tells Liam to leave. It's then revealed that the servant was actually the princess, ending the chapter.